After some journalists entered the newly liberated port city of Kherson without the approval of the Ukrainian government, the government revoked their media accreditation in Ukraine. The Ministry of Defense announced the decision, saying the journalists ignored the existing restrictions. Members of the journalism community responded by sending an address to President Volodymyr Zelensky and Ukrainian military officials, demanding that their accreditation be reinstated immediately. Among those stripped of their accreditation was Ukrainian journalist Anastasia Stanko, who visited Kherson in the first hours after its liberation.
Це просто всієї цієї атмосфери, яку бачили.
It was important to have been there for the atmosphere of celebration that some journalists who were there managed to show. It shows that Russian propaganda lies, saying that Ukraine's armed forces would come back and kill everyone in this Russian city, etc. No need to make anything up. You could see how locals met Ukrainian soldiers.
Не треба нічого вигадувати, видно, як люди, як херсонці, зустрічали військових.
Ukrainska Pravda editor-in-chief Sergiy Musaeva agrees. Her photo correspondent Dmitro Larin was also stripped of his accreditation.
It was a very important video showing how much locals welcomed the Ukrainian armed forces. It proved that the myth Russia wanted to push through, that there was about 80% support of the referendums, was wrong.
Ukraine's Ministry of Defense defended its decision, saying it was too dangerous for journalists to be in the newly liberated city. But Musaeva says the importance of documenting Kherson's liberation outweighed the risks.
I understand that war imposes certain limitations on journalists' work, the shelling, visiting combat zones, etc. But in this case, it was too important to show liberated Kherson to the world.
The National Union of Journalists of Ukraine has also appealed to the Ministry of Defense to reverse its decision.
The authorities and military leadership should give back the accreditation to those journalists who documented the historical event of Kherson liberation.
The international organization Reporters Without Borders has also voiced concern over what happened, as has the non-profit Committee to Protect Journalists.
I cannot really see the justification for that decision. I hope that their accreditation will be restored very soon and they will be able to continue their reporting from Kherson and other areas.
As of late November, unofficial negotiations are underway regarding the return of the international and Ukrainian journalists' credentials. No official decision has yet been made. For Alexei Kovalenko in Washington, Anna Rice, VOA News.